The show features adults using adult language and discussing mature topics. You have been warned.
Two things that do damage that I've ever used in my entire career, and it's Guiding Bolt and Spirit Guardians, and that's fucking it.
That being said, Katie, I could freeze every single one of you in your tracks and make it difficult terrain and just dance, tangle my way faster movement than anybody.
I got one better. I just got this level feature on mine that it's called We're Live.
It's called We're Live. Yeah.
Oh, hi.
Hi, everyone.
Hey. So welcome. As you can notice, our screen's pretty full here, so we got a nice big party going on. And I think we'll just get right into it for Ghost of Saltmarsh because it's been a long time. When we last left off, the group just got done with the Tamrat's Fate adventure, where they had to deal with the evil undead pirates of the ship Tamrat's Fate. Actually, I think the ship was just called Tamrat. Yeah, after the captain, Captain Tamrat. And they found a rift that more likely than not, you actually were able to figure out that it went to Orcus's abyssal lair, demon lord of undeath, and other nasty things. So you did a bunch of spell stuff and sealed up the hole and pretend like put it under the rug, pretend like it's never going to happen. No big deal. Problem solved. And you all left and went back home, and there was much rejoicing. I think there's a drinking bit, and Abby kicked the butt out of this racist dwarf guy that thought he was better than her. He was racist and sexist. And so, after that, we go to, it's been maybe a week or two. We'll say you all have just taken this time for R&R, mostly because I didn't ask you guys out of character if you wanted to do anything during this time frame. And just maybe more like setting up your guys' house for the supposed trading stuff that Josul wants to do, and it's called finishing up that invisibility potion, right? You were making an invisibility potion.
That is correct.
It would have been finished and it would have sold.
I wasn't selling it.
He was going to give it to Zendros to sell.
Yes, I was giving it making it for Zendros so that we could partner or business partner together, so that I could possibly make or assist in trading the magical items for her shop, including the potions and everything, hence the invisibility potion. Mm-hmm. So it was effectively just returning it back to her, because she did front me 500 gold for it.
I was gonna say, are you trying to set her up as a consignment shop for you?
I mean, I've been flirting with her this entire time, so why the hell not?
No, that's consignment, not consent.
Oh, I'm sorry, I couldn't hear you properly.
Oh, so far away.
You lost your head over
You're
that.
Like disappearing into your paint swatches there, dear.
Yeah. Okay.
So, that actually is good timing. I would say Abby. Actually, no, Sekald and Axel were probably the two that notice it, and Sol would be the three that notice it first, since they live in the water right off of the town. One morning, you're waking up from your seabeds and whatnot, wherever you're sleeping, and there's already a bluish hue in the water, underwater. You're used to that. But you wake up and, the water is just so overly saturated blue. When you wake up, it kind of hurts your eyes, and you think it's your eyes getting adjusted. And you, rub your eyes a bit or whatever. And that's when you notice up above, there's an impossibly blue ship coming into dock.
So, from my little spot under the waves, I'm going to cast Whale of Whales and just scream the name Resnet. There's nobody else that would be that pompous.
Resnet. You're coming into Saltmarsh. And you've heard of the exploits of the group, that they've moved past the where they're not only helped with that Sahuagin issue, but apparently there was a big planar rift issue up north that they helped actually circumvent and seal up. And because they seem to be able to do that, I'm pretty sure that's when you were like, hey, I have a very important assignment that I want them to do, and I think these are the only people I can really trust with this important mission. So you came here in person with your boat. And what was your boat's name again?
It was
Blues
the Sea Ghost
Clues.
originally, but did we change it to the Sea Reaper or not?
No, Resnet has his own boat.
What?
No, seriously,
What?
Kevin, what was it? You gave it a name. It's in Discord.
It'd be fun with the actual name as opposed to the name I want to give it.
You just not. No.
It's not
I
that
will
one. It's
fight
not
you.
that one. I know it's not that one.
I'm fine with it.
I don't know what they're talking about.
Good.
I don't
Kevin's
either, but it's
trolling
their
the
banter that's
shit out of
making me
me.
laugh.
How long ago was this? Because
I don't
Shouldn't
see
have
it.
been
You know,
too
you
long.
Discord has a search feature. Just search the word
Yeah.
ship and
Are you
You'll
kidding?
get
your
30
chat
results.
with.
You'll get
and- and
30,000 results.
How
Are you
many
kidding?
times is he gonna use the word ship in his DMs with Scott?
Oh, well, he's DMing this.
Okay, it's in the side of his boat. It says, in whatever language Resnet would have it in, Blue Jammer.
there it is. Yeah. Yep, Blue Reader. Yep, it's written in Common and Draconic and Elven. It's got a couple down. Want to make sure everyone knows the names.
Besides it being blue and having that name on the side, is there anything else you'd want to describe of this boat of significance?
It has it's a decent
It has
size
blue on
galley.
it?
Blue. There are some highlights to make sure, since it's a solid blue, so there is a like turquoise and then like a sky blue, and so different shades to distinguish things. It's got a
I feel like you need to get a sailboat miniature and just buy it in as many different kinds of blue paint as you can. And just
the on the front there is the figurehead, and it basically looks like Resnet holding out the staff.
of course it does. Okay. And for those of us that don't know who Resnet is, which is some of the audience and one of the new members of the party, what does Resnet look like?
Oh, okay. So if I recall correctly, gentleman about his 50s, brownish hair, I believe it was,
Mhm.
aquiline, hawkish features, wearing a like today, I think it will be a sky blue tunic and then like a grayish blue pants with a navy blue boots on.
Okay.
He's got like a satchel and stuff around to carry his supplies, and he's just kind of like at the front of the boat, with his foot up, Captain Morgan style, just waiting for the ship to dock.
Bryn, if you notice this, whenever you notice this boat, which would be anytime you actually look out towards the docks of Saltmarsh, I think everybody has the same reaction, whether it be adventurers here or the common folk of Saltmarsh, where they do like a double take because they're like, "Wait, are my eyes getting messed up?" Because it's just that vibrant of blue. It's like it's surreal.
Can I just like set the scene here? Like I'm imagining like a Spielberg reaction shot montage where it's like it cuts to like every member of the party and like their face looking up and beholding this giant blue monstrosity of a boat. And it's just like there's a mixture of expressions from like delight to horror to like we've got to tell the others and like running off.
Sekald.
And then it pans to the tavern where Abby is, and you just see all these people like looking out the window, and then you see like the top of a head of like a little bit of blonde hair, and then the sound of a chair, and then you see Abby.
Yes.
Sekald, you cast Wail the Whales and yell Resnet in the water. Resnet, what's your passive perception?
Oh, good lord. Where's my character sheet? It's been forever. Oh, it's actually pretty low. It's only 10. I mean,
Okay, you noticed that quite a few nice flying fish jump out in front of the boat. Sekald,
gotta be
you
careful.
shouted
I know
towards
one
the
of those
boat,
guys.
and it scared the fish, and that's why they did that.
Oh, you gotta be careful. Those things are like 60 miles an hour. They hit you in the face. They just end your ass.
Hmm.
Noted. Catapult on flying fish.
Like speedboats and gulls.
You see
Get
one
that.
fish go.
Oh.
Wait, does it hit him?
No,
Damn it.
Thanks for all the porpoises. Wait, that's not how the line goes.
it goes flying. It goes up 50 feet above the sea line, and it bounces off your sail and goes on the other side of the boat and lands back in the water.
Oh, it's okay. It was a sail. It was a soft landing. You hit a giant sheet.
So, get in.
Mm-hmm.
Have the sails go. Anchor drops.
The
Walks out on the
the
gangway.
portmaster is there to greet you on your way in, and he says, "Resnet, this is new," and he puts on a pair of red
Thanks.
shades to compensate.
Thanks. One of my old friends gave it to me. I wanted his boat, but he said he paid too much for it, so he sold me this one.
Well, we'll make sure no one takes it.
Oh yeah, I'm sure no one will, because you know blue is a lucky color.
Yes, quite.
Yep.
You enjoy your stay
Red
here.
for speed, blue for luck, yellow for explosions. Yeah.
So I've got 1 or 2 vials of alchemist's fire.
Mhm.
If he's heading towards the dock, can I swim up behind the boat and just chuck a couple over?
Oh gosh, that's unnecessarily aggressive.
I mean, it would make it red instead of blue.
You
Could also
throw
set it
you
on
throw the
fire.
alchemist fires over.
And no, I'm not going to be that much of a dick in the campaign. I want to. But
Fireproof.
You pull out like a little wand, and you click it once, and the whole boat lights up a little bit and goes. Rick, rick.
Jesus.
Oh yeah, it has a driver's license in the back, and it just says BLU.
We'll steal that license
Oh
plate.
no, it has the number 2 and then BLU.
Too blue.
Florida.
Little does everyone else know here, it's a Spelljammer license plate for flying gray space.
Yeah.
Got to be registered.
I just start walking down, looking out for my favorite people in town.
All right, you head to the snapping line,
Stealth check. Got it.
and Sekold's sneaking up behind Resnet, totally underwear.
And his underwear. Oh.
Oh, unaware and his underwear, I guess.
Has Resnet been to the tavern frequently enough that we know what like his favorite drink is?
Yeah, it's blue beer. AKA, you take beer, you take some blue dye in it, and mix it and charge him double.
Ah, he likes to blue Hawaiians.
Prestidigitation, yo.
Yeah, prestidigitation.
Do I
Blue
have that
dye is
spell?
entirely too expensive. The only place they
I
got
do.
it from back in medieval times was lapis lazuli.
Just go
I
to
think
the
some
inn.
New World flowers, but yeah.
Yeah.
Hello, buddy. Looking for some of my some people in town that you might know. A Abby, Josul,
Everyone
that's me.
everyone just looks over at Abby. In the town.
an Abby. Just okay. Axel, Katie, a Sekald. Think that's their. I got the name.
Mr. Resnet, I'm here. Hi.
Oh, there you are. Didn't
I
see
saw you coming from the window. Literally everybody noticed. Your ship is very obvious.
You see
So,
one
yeah.
guy just like he's like a bald guy, and he's just like, my eyes, and you notice like his entire eyes are blue, like everything's blue.
Someone has the spice.
He gets dragged out by his
Yeah.
friends.
I heard some great things about what you guys been doing. Got some questing for your group if you're interested.
That's when Katie shows up for her morning drink of water. Maybe.
Hello.
Maybe Resnet's here.
Hey, Katie, my another one of my favorite adventurers in this town.
Hey, you're here. Great. I saw this great big blue boat that you probably would really, really like out on the dock. You want
honey,
to come check it?
that's what he
What?
came in on.
Bought it from a friend. He wanted to sell me his boat. It was too expensive, so instead I bought this one.
Oh, okay.
Yeah. Got a good deal too.
How much you pay for it?
2 staffs and a wand.
I thought you were going to say blue 50.
I'm like looking around and be like, is first to call, like, is that a good deal? I don't know. Josul, is that a good deal?
I thought you were going to go,
Joel's just like...
And Bryn, I think this would be like you just woke up and you've been staying this tavern pretty much for free because you know the heroes here. And one of them works here, so.
Oh.
I just saw the giant blue ship come in, and I'm.
You woke up. You know how you sometimes like the daylight would wake you up or whatever. It's just
It's
the
the
light
blue
reflecting
ship.
off the sun into your
Literally
window.
wakes you up, yeah.
Did you guys see the blue ship?
Yeah.
Yeah, it's our friend. This is Mr. Resnet. We've met him a few times before. He's a wizard. Really, really likes blue.
The ship is yours, then.
And you are?
Captain Bryn Flynn.
You can roll a history check, Resnet. Since you keep your eyes on the sea, you might have heard of her.
21.
Yeah, the last you heard about her is that she was a pirate, and they all got attacked by a white dragon up north, and she lost her ship and her crew, and she was presumed dead.
Now, not Scarlet Brotherhood, pirate.
Nope, no connection to that.
Okay. All right, good. We would have some beef if you were.
Scarlet doesn't go well with blue.
There are other reasons too. They're slavers.
Your ship sure stops traffic.
Very vivid, yes.
Yes, and amazingly, when you go out to sea, it's very hard to see, so it acts like a form of invisibility. Because
What
it blends
color is
into-
his ship?
I feel like that would be better
Blue.
with camouflage, but
Okay, so Cat's
What
background.
blue?
So Cat's background is like what the normal water looks like, right? His ship looks like cobalt blue, probably overall. Just like way overly saturated color. Like it's way too bright to ever be camouflage.
so like if you're in the
Like,
tropics,
yeah.
it's good camouflage.
Yes.
Oh,
Yeah, if he's parking it on a roof in Greece, you're fine.
that reminds me, everybody. Katie, I got a gift for you.
What? Ooh, is it a lantern?
No, you showed the
It's
most.
the whole thing.
That pause was great.
No, I know. Last time we met, you were very interested in the 10-foot poles.
Uh-huh.
This is called a pole extender. You put the 2 poles in, and it turns into a 20-foot pole. But it retains the structural integrity as if it's a full 20-foot instead of 2 10-foot tied in the center.
I have to go buy another 10-foot
But if-
pole.
But if part of the pole goes into the other part, wouldn't it be like a 19-foot pole?
Magic.
Okay.
It magically makes sure it stays at 20 feet.
My first and immediate fear is that the second she gets the second pole, somewhere in the middle of town, across the way, you can see a pole shoot out of the ceiling of one of the buildings, and you know exactly where she is.
I
I
could
don't
just
know. You'll find out because I take it and run.
Right through the straw
I
roof.
had a few other gifts, but okay.
I
Wait,
imagine
right,
like
come
she
back.
gets 10 feet down the hallway and then it springs open and like locks into place against the walls and she just gets clotheslined with her own momentum.
I'm okay.
Yeah.
Like that one Ewok who couldn't get out of the way and the speeder bikes.
Does like the Jackie Chan spin around it 2 or 3 times before landing on her butt?
Flat on our back, just like
I like to think I get out the door and I had more gifts and you just hear and I run back in.
Okay, so for everyone else who's not in the tavern, in one way or another, some messenger from Saltmarsh lets you know that Resnet's looking for you, and that he's at the
Write
Snapping Line
down.
Tavern.
do a little origami. Hoi! Write it down. Do a little origami. Found these in another plane. They're called
Oh, my
paper
other
craze.
eye!
Oh, I misspelled that name.
So Sekald is literally just standing right outside the door next to the closest window.
Okay, you see
refusing to go
Sekold's
in.
just like go out the window and immediately like 180.
Yup. And I'm just standing outside, just not even acknowledging the presence.
Sekold, a paper bird hits you in the back of the head.
You said you had other stuff for her?
Yeah, I found some knickknacks and paddywhacks on my journeys that honestly I have no use over. And I know adventurers, you guys make use out of the strangest of things. So let's see. I found several items here. If you want to, just let me know. If not, I can just, probably sell it at a. I know a guy who's really into purple. I can just paint them.
That pained look on Callie.
All right. So
For those that don't know what we're talking about, play Dragon Heist. But anyway,
So I pull out these two little 1-inch metal rods. And I'm like, okay, so when you get them close together, they will start vibrating approximately 15 minutes before sunrise.
All right, I guess that's cool if we're like underground.
Exactly. You need to know when the sun rises so you can say your prayers to your sun gods. Perfect.
I mean, my god isn't a sun goddess, but sure.
If you ever convert.
I don't think so, but sure.
All right. Yeah, let's see. There's that. Let's see what other items I have here.
guess
This one,
they're all in a blue satchel.
not quite. Handy haversack.
A blue one?
Yes.
Okay.
This one, I have no idea how you guys are going to get any use out of this. I'm sure you probably already have one. Most adventurers get it. It's a small shadow that I found that's sized for a squirrel.
What?
Shadow?
What?
A
Saddle.
Saddle.
Oh!
I thought you were holding
Hold
its
on.
shadow. I'm like, what?
Hold on.
This is some
So that's
intense shit all of a
invisible,
sudden.
so we don't have to sponsor. Let me get a drink of my beverage here.
Wow.
Yeah, it's just a small saddle. Fits a squirrel.
Put your mic down, Kevin.
Small saddle that fits a squirrel. Could also probably be used on a duck, maybe.
Is it light? Like, is the saddle light?
Well, it's not dark, so yeah.
It's sized appropriately to put on a squirrel, so I would
just-
assume it doesn't weigh a lot.
I
No,
just
only a
wonder,
couple.
because like if they're going to be able to fly with it, they cannot wear a lot. Yes.
I don't know. I've never really, honestly, I've only put it on a squirrel once, and a chihuahua. I've never tried on a duck, but it looks like it could fit a duck.
What's a chihuahua?
It's
It's a small,
dog.
vicious dog.
They're very angry. Nobody really wants them.
I hear
Yeah.
they like peas.
They're about the size of a dire rat.
Chihuahua.
It's
That's
easy to
way too
confuse
big
the
for a
two.
chihuahua.
Oh,
But yeah, so
scariest level 1 encounter? A dire chihuahua.
It just looks like a normal dog.
No, it's just a New York rat.
Just like, oh, it's a normal dog. It's just
Alright.
always angry. We don't know why.
Now I have no
Why is it
idea what
shivering?
use. Now the next item,
Rage.
I think this one actually might come in handy. It's a metal mask. It fits onto your face, but the expressions change with you. So when you're happy, it's happy. When you're sad, it's sad. It's really good for when you like, I don't know. I guess if you have a date or something, and you just
Is there somebody perhaps that is not like expressive in the face that needs this kind of assistance? Maybe it's like a, I don't know.
Well, maybe if you want to be in disguise, but you still want the other people to know what your facial expressions are.
I could get used to that.
yeah, could be make use. I mean, like I said, there's just items I found around. So,
Perhaps not for me.
now there's this little egg that spins around and speaks in a language I don't understand. Watch. Hola, hablo español?
I was about to use Spanish too.
Son of a bitch.
Pio de Piro?
Can you? I wouldn't know this, but it'd be funny if, like, in Spanish, it was just said, "Hello, I'm stuck trapped as an egg. Please help me."
Turn it on, it just comes out. Ayúdame, ayúdame.
Ayúdame.
Oh
I'm so sorry, Yuis.
Just like, I don't know what use it is, but hey, it's a little knickknack.
I could talk to it, listen to it, try it out. I
Oh.
don't know.
This one actually can be very useful. It's a ceramic pot. Every half hour, a puff of smoke comes out of it.
Is it like funny smoke? Is it like colorful, sparkly, or loud, or?
Nope, just smoke. But it's a good
That might
timing
be
device.
really good for telling time.
Yeah, every 30 minutes. I've timed it with multiple clocks. Every 30 minutes.
Okay.
I mean, like I said, I just found these around, and hopefully they're good. This one is a bit of a acquired one. It's this little ring that when you wear it, it feels like someone's caressing your back gently.
I don't want that.
Yeah.
Definitely not.
I think Callie broke.
It really got me. It really surprised me. I don't know what I was expecting.
What's funny is there is a ring that actually does that in Dark Souls 2. It's like a ghost, and it's like a cloak, but it's only when you wear the ring. Anyway,
So it just gently pets you the entire time.
essentially, when someone tries to backstab you, they can't.
Okay,
That's the whole
but
reason
like
for it.
in Legend of Zelda Wind Waker, if you like, or not Wind Waker, Breath of the Wild, if you knock apart a skeleton and you grab his arm as a sword and you put it
It's
away,
always like
it's like hanging down Link's back and like trying to grab his ass constantly.
just constantly grabbing. It's funny.
Very grabby.
Yeah,
hand.
just crosses. Next item is also an egg. I'm not sure why so many egg-shaped devices. It negates foul odors within 3 feet. I already have one for when I use the bathroom, but I figured it is also useful when you go adventuring for obvious reasons. Like sometimes you just have to use the restroom in the dungeon and you don't want that smell percolating.
So troglodyte's worst nightmare is what you're telling me.
Honestly, that actually might be useful. We've run into a lot of things where things smell disgusting.
Or it's stinky. Yeah,
It
that
could
could be
also
useful.
have unusual applications for blocking of tracking. So like if something is trying to track you by scent or have
But it only works for a couple of feet.
But if if you have it on you, that within 3 feet, there's no smells.
you would be trackless in that sense. I mean, you still have footprints, yes, but you wouldn't be trackable by smell.
Also, someone with keen smell does have very much a point on that.
And if you fly, then you don't make footprints.
Huh. I guess that is useful, yes. See, I told you, adventurers think of weird things for it. I was thinking of the practical purposes. That's why I have it in the bathroom on the ship.
That is a practical purpose. Survival is very practical.
Yeah.
That's one of the tavern members. They lost a bet.
Now, the next item has no mystical properties or anything. I just found it, and I already have a couple sets. It's these weird dice that are multiple shapes. Like there's one with 8 sides, one with 12 sides. Apparently, it's for some weird game or something. Here, have a set.
Okay, what do they look like
I've seen
specifically?
these.
What patterns? That's the important part.
What are
solid
they
blue?
made out of?
No,
Is
because
it
if they're blue, I would
plastic?
keep
Are
them.
they made of gems? Are they
Oh, they're probably
marble?
made of
Bone?
wood, bone?
probably wood or stone.
Bone dice were pretty common.
Marble.
Yeah, and they're probably red because Resnick's not keeping them.
You just hold up the classic red box dice.
Yeah,
I know they
it's
weren't
all
red
different
dice,
shapes.
but
Yeah, all the
Right.
different shapes. Yeah, it's cool. Like I said, I found those in a dungeon. A bunch of people were playing a game and had me start playing, and they just gave me 2 sets, and I kept the blue one.
Were there dragons there?
Oh, this next item is very amazing. I almost am reluctant to offer to give it to you guys. It's this little mechanical dragonfly with this little rod, and you can make it fly around.
I
You can-
It can go about. It only goes about 5 feet from you, but yeah. Yeah, gifts. I mean, it's been a while since I've seen you, so I've just been accumulating random stuff that I figured you guys might be
Yeah.
interested in.
Yeah, write
mean,
write,
next-
write
not-
any of these down you guys want to keep.
I
The
really
next-
like I like the saddle for the
The squirrel duck
Small
saddle.
The squirrel
Yeah.
sized
Alright.
saddle.
Corey
So-
could probably wear it at some point.
Yeah, the next item is this tunic that kind of, when you wear it, you see through your skin.
Why?
That doesn't seem
I mean,
very useful.
honestly, I feel like it could possibly be useful, especially if you're trying to diagnose something and you're not entirely sure what's wrong.
Hmm.
That
Well,
is a
that,
very
you're the
good
medical
application.
expert. Maybe it would be useful for you.
Yeah, it's if you just
X-ray
put it on
cloak.
and you can. Yeah, it just takes away the skin and you just see like the muscles and stuff underneath. Really good for studying anatomy.
You look at Resnet puts it on, and you see blue muscles.
Sometimes my magical stuff is a little strong. Sorry, guys.
I mean, he has blue blood too.
You can't. No, you can't see that though.
You wouldn't if his muscles were blue as well.
This next item is really nice for like the house, like next to your bedroom or something. It's a small little globe that it slowly drips perfumed water. It just smells like roses.
That's nice.
Mhm.
You can put it somewhere.
And it's basically unlimited. I mean, it drips very slowly, so it'd probably take days or weeks to get enough to really drink or anything if you're into that kind of thing. But it just drips and smells nice. Drip.
You
Drip.
could make baklava very slowly.
And the final item I have here is
Things disconnecting.
I was like,
oh, it's a Windows device. Dang it.
No one wants that. Ah, crap.
This item is actually extremely useful if limited. It's a little teacup that boils water instantly when you put it in.
Is it short and stout?
I was gonna say that.
Yes, it's a little, short one.
That
just-
actually is quite cute, quite nice.
It's like half a cup of water, just boil.
I know of a certain
You can
Jedi,
do
I
whatever you
mean
want.
psionic warrior that would like that.
If Josul is not interested in that, I am.
Josul expresses a passing interest in it, but if Abby shows interest in it, Josul lets it.
Just some items, some gifts for all of you. Like I said,
Josul
found
already
around.
took the metal expression mask, which is exactly how I have it written down.
But bigger thing is I could use adventurers for a job.
There we go. That's what I was going to get to eventually.
Yeah,
I
I was
mean-
wondering where the hook was coming.
I mean, I also like, saying hi and
So
giving gifts.
you brought us the barber and the line. Now here is the hook. So let's go.
Yeah, it's so there's these undersea ruins called the Warthulkill ruins.
Son of a bitch, I'm in.
All right, let's go.
Oh, hey, hang on. I gotta get my stuff. I'm not wearing my armor even.
No, I know. But you just heard the man. He said
We'll
underwater
get it for
ruins.
the sea instead of the road.
Yeah, we can
But
just
it's like-
meet me at my ship and because I also need some help with the crew. So,
Okay, so we know what to shop for. Why don't you tell us the rest of the mission spec? Yes.
oh, you guys want to know more? Okay, I just thought you guys were like, woo, ruins. We are in, like adventurers do.
I mean,
I mean,
am, but
I
I also
kinda
like being
am, but-
prepared.
That too. Yes. Mhm.
You probably
Right.
have some useful
So
treasure there.
it
we
used
could,
to be
borrow.
a seaside cliff
Liberate.
city town, and they
Was it a city of underwater peoples or a peoples who are normally air breathers who that went to in the ocean after the fact?
it was on the cliff, and the cliff basically collapsed, and the entire ruins went into the ocean with lots of treasure. There's specific treasure that I personally want, which is why I want to go there.
Is it blue?
Of course, it's blue.
I
It's
just
in a
had to ask
chest.
so I know what to look for.
Yeah, it's in a chest. I'll know it instantly. 'cause
Everybody
I have
can
the
roll
key for it.
history checks.
Ooh.
Okay.
Yeah.
Any modifiers for this?
Oh, wait, I'm a
No.
lucky halfling.
Gotta use it already.
Well,
First
I got
dice. Now
Dirty
one.
20.
11.
Doesn't ring a bell at all for Josul. I rolled a 1, so 4.
ooh,
Yeah, it's
20
about-
total.
Axel got a 19 for history check on this one.
It's about 10 days from
I
here,
got-
just so we know.
I got a 16.
And did Sekald want to try or
So
no?
it's 19, 16.
Okay.
20.
Those of you that got 18 plus, know that he left out a tiny little tidbit detail about this
It's definitely
town.
cursed, isn't it?
That the whole reason the whole cliffside collapsed into the sea is because they stopped worshipping the Kraken nearby, and the Kraken knocked the whole place into the water. But no one's heard of the Kraken since.
I slowly like look around and I catch Axel's eye and I'm like, just kind of pointing. I'm like, you're thinking what I'm thinking.
Calamar?
Right now, I'm thinking that my headphones were off because I was trying to fix the pad because it was slipping.
Oh, so you didn't even hear about the Kraken?
What?
Exactly.
Okay, so since you passed the check, essentially what the little thing that ResNet did not tell you is that the city that was on the cliffside collapsed into the sea because they stopped worshipping the local Kraken, and it knocked the whole place in there. And
so they got
the place has
passed
been
on
ruined
then.
since, and no one's heard from the Kraken since.
Oh, great.
So I'm giving you like a look, like you and I both got that.
Okay. All right. So that's
Not that these gifts are not amazing, Mr. Resnet, and we're very grateful for the opportunity for adventure, considering it's honestly I can only do drinking contests every so often before it just gets old.
Just
Would
then,
you happen-
ResNet probably doesn't even lose his eye contact. A tiny little keg that says blue beer on the side slides to the table to him, and without hesitating, he just like has a money pouch slide right on the other side. Off camera.
I was wondering, I've been learning a little bit more arcane things, and I was wondering
Wonderful.
if perhaps I could get a peek at your spell book.
Oh, sure. You can get a peek anytime.
Okay.
Like, what's this
I'm
third level
gonna have
spell
to-
that says blue ball? Oh,
I have to spend some money on spell like how the fuck do you scribe a scroll?
well, you
I mean,
you take light blue paper and then you take a darker blue ink.
Oh yeah, okay, it's 50 gold per
Um,
spell level.
You could also just transcribe it straight to your spell book without going
That's
through
what
the
I
scroll
meant.
part.
Yeah.
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 Just save yourself a middleman.
I meant to
Yeah.
describe it to a spell book.
Resnet, I don't know your spell book, but whatever you're willing to share with her, you can send via Discord and whatnot.
Okay, this spell is called Blue Flame. This spell is called Blue Lightning. This spell is called Blue Counterspell. This
Blue Fireball is exactly the same as regular Fireball. It just says add carbon and copper so that the fire burns blue.
Absolutely, 100%.
It's literally
Definitely
the
take that.
exact same as regular Fireball. It just says add carbon and copper to your bat poop. And so that it burns, it burns blue.
It's clear if there's
Absolutely
another
that.
caster that's throwing fireball on your second in the initiative order, you've got to be player 2, so you get the blue fireball.
This is Odaluke's Blue Freezing Balls.
They just has blue in the name
older
somewhere.
Luke. Who's younger Luke?
Odaluke.
She has a couple of mine that I can send to you, Kevin.
So yeah, but when you're ready, meet me at my ship. Like I said, you could help with crewing, because especially since we have a famous pirate captain, apparently. I know Terry.
Oh.
You see a little blue chihuahua next to him.
Oh god, not the Chihuahua.
God, Terry would be so much more neurotic if he was a chihuahua.
Yeah, it's a Chihuahua.
Yeah. Mhm.
Like,
You
he's
see a
already bad
diseased,
as it
you
is.
see a blue diseased rat next to him, but it's actually a chihuahua.
Oh,
It's from Ohio.
Yep,
Oh.
yep. It really
But
wants to
yes.
go.
But yeah, definitely. Yeah, just meet me there. Tomorrow morning, or this evening. We can go in this evening. It's up to you guys. I didn't really plan on being in town too much. They always ask me to do stuff.
I just gotta like get my stuff.
I have to
Don't
check
really
my
mind.
schedule real quick to make sure I don't have any scheduled arrivals for this evening.
Definitely
Supposed to-
check in. and make sure that we have enough supplies for deep diving. We may need some kind of magic against pressure. I mean, I know a lot of us are Aquarius people, but we could be going into dangerous places. Also,
Yeah, how far down is that? Do you know?
yeah, where did the ruins settle to? Like what depth?
Oh, I got you guys covered for that.
Okay.
Okay, not really.
Yeah, a friend of mine built some suits that were helpful.
No, what the fuck
Like suits of armor? Not all of us wear armor.
No, it's not armor. It's a suit you wear, then you can go underwater and breathe, and the pressure doesn't affect you as much.
Available in Zebediah's fishing techniques and equipment. Dink.
Really? Oh,
Yeah,
that's good. I was just making shit up.
I know. I know you were.
But yeah,
That's a gnome friend of yours that made it. We'll just say that.
yeah, that's yeah. Just meet me at the Blue Jammer, and it'll be good.
Okay.
Okay.
Did you not catch when we said the
Coach.
name earlier?
No, I was eating chicken.
Josul goes to go check the scheduled shipments for the dock that we have to see if anything's coming in tonight.
Roll me a d20.
7.
Nope. Actually, business has been kind of slow this week.
I'm going to
Okay.
go check on.
I don't need to implement any apprentices to watch for freight or anything, so we're okay. All right.
Not besides the usual.
Does the schedule look like it'd be clear for the next month or so?
So far, yeah.
Okay, because I assume at some point we'll be gone 10 days to get there and 10 days to get back. So a month is probably a safe amount of time to assume we'll be gone.
Mm-hmm.
All right.
Your last
Alright,
export went out a few days ago, and it'll be back in like a day or two. But that's like the only thing. It's been pretty
Okay.
quiet.
All right. Well, I'll leave the standard procedures for things when I'm not here. Presuming I don't already have an apprentice of some kind.
Aye, aye. And then they all just relax and just start playing cards and shit.
Aye, I'll go back to the poker game.
Yeah. I put down my dark magician. Anyway.
Wait, that's not a poker game.
No, it's the
They're
Yu-Gi-Oh
playing
reference
Three Dragon Ante.
from Tranquil Sea.
Or they're playing Three Dragon Ante. I'm not sure what those cards are.
Me neither. Anyway, so anyone else want to do anything before they head over to Resnet ship?
I wanted to stop in and see what Captain Zendros had on offer for the day.
Oh, okay. You walk in and she's making out with Sekald. No, I'm kidding.
Swell. I am going to.
I'm kidding.
I'm going to do the Abe Simpson thing where I open the door, I turn around, I hang my captain's hat on the peg by the door, I close the door, I see that, I turn right back around, I grab my hat, head out the door, close the door.
Mhm.
That's like the best thing.
Okay, but for realsies, here's what she's
I guess
got.
I'll go shopping for magic items later.
For realsies though, here's what she's got. She's got gloves of thievery, slippers of spider climbing, a boring old potion of healing. It was random roll. A magic conch shell that is labeled Horn of the Siren's Call. What appears to be a tattooing needle that has a design on it that looks like an octopus tentacle going around the needle.
Ooh.
A much nicer potion of healing, much nicer. One that you're pretty sure Sekald would want to get just so he could steal the ingredient formula for it and could duplicate it.
Good.
And the very last thing you see, the most expensive thing, is labeled as Universal Solvent.
Huh. How much is that?
Oh, that's only 25,000 gold.
Oh.
Just, only.
That's why I said, ooh.
25,000 gold. Let's really look at that materially. Like, what motherfucker is rolling up to Captain Zendros' shop with a literal wagon full of gold coins?
I am the glue wizard. I've come for my shipment of Universal Solvent.
Yeah.
Meanwhile, on the ship, Resnet, 25,001, 25,030.
All right. So Nothing really super jumping out at me today. I kind of like the slippers of ladder climb, but we're going to be going underwater where I can already
yep.
swim. So
I'll explain some of the more vague ones, just to make this quick. Horn of Siren's Call works like the Horn of Valhalla, but it's more aquatic themed. The tattooing needle is actually equivalent to a spell scroll, but it's a tattoo version. And it's for a spell called Slappy's Water Tentacles. So pretty much you tattoo it on yourself, you cast it as normal, and then the tattoo disappears forever.
Oh, okay, that's a lot more fun than I thought it was. How much for the horn?
The horn is 2,500 gold.
Well,
no.
he's going shopping. I'm gonna run and take the dog out real quick. You might have.
I almost have enough, but that's okay. I'm not going to take myself broke on one item like that, even as cool as an item as that is.
How much for the? Oh, I'm sorry. I thought you were done.
No, I am done. Actually, that's it. That's it. I'm good. Go ahead.
You notice the tattoo's only 1,250.
Mm-hmm.
So, I am going to take your idea for the better potion of healing. How much is that?
I don't think you can afford it. It's 12,500. It's a supreme potion of healing, the best of the best. The supreme heals 10d4 plus 20.
So then, why would you even make mention of it if I couldn't even buy it?
Because I know you'd want it.
Well, yeah.
Something to earn toward.
How much was it?
That's if Zendros keeps it.
It's 12,500 gold.
You might be able to sweet talk the recipe out of her.
She wouldn't have the recipe though. She's not an alchemist. She traded for it.
Mm-hmm.
As far as you know.
I mean, okay, fine. Am I wrong, Scotty?
Nope.
So then, yeah, it would effectively be pointless.
Well,
The slippers of spider climbing are only 300 gold.
I want them.
How much do I get for those 4 casks of assassin vine wine?
Good question. Roll me.
Since it's rare wine made from assassin vine.
Roll me another d20.
Okay. Am I adding my persuasive skills to this? Or not?
Yeah, sure.
All right, good. I'm excitingly
Either
good at this.
deception or persuasion, whichever of those charismas you want to use.
This is definitely not wine I want to sell to someone who is not at least willing to try something dangerous. So I'm going to use persuasion. Deception could come back to bite me. I rolled 19. 29?
29? You know that assassin vine wine, it's a rare exotic alcohol, but it's not really magical. So you know that it would probably sell around 50, and that's like just because it's a really rare, almost like a collectible.
And that's per cask?
Per cask. Or no, okay. Cask? I was thinking bottles.
I have 4 casks.
Casks, Jesus. Around 200 for each cask.
Each? Okay.
Yes. But you rolled so impossibly well. It was 250 each. So you got 1,000 gold out of all of those.
All right. Hey.
You sold it to an herbalist and were able to convince him very well of the useful properties of trying to make anti-poison antidotes and stuff with it, because it's a poison. It makes them.
Right.
So yeah.
We might need the necklace of adaptation, so I'm keeping that.
Also,
Maybe
he knew of a group of adventurers that was dealing with a bunch of orcs in a jungle that were evil tribes that were like trying to just capture people and eat them. And he's thinking he can con them into buying it to try to sell to the orcs.
Anyone have use for a headband of intellect? In 19, unless you don't already have. No.
I would you be able to use it? Let me see what things I have attuned. Yeah, I'll take it.
I found it in my loot here, and
that would mean that I can't use this necklace of adaptation anymore. If anybody else is interested,
I already have one of those. I could put that with the one I already have.
What does it do?
It allows you to breathe water. Wait a minute, Bryn, you can't breathe water.
Yeah.
She can't?
Keep forgetting
Oh.
that.
No,
We changed it. I'm not amphibious
That's right.
anymore.
mhm.
She holds her breath. So yeah, now that the necklace of adaptation would let her breathe.
Yeah, I will give her the necklace of adaptation.
It also gives you
Well, thank you
advantage
so
on
much.
saves versus any gas-based attack.
Yep,
So
gas and vapor.
Bryn,
if there's like a cloud kill or something going on, you get advantage to the save.
Bryn, you know that you can show this off very much at the next Silky Week that you go to.
Yeah.
You haven't been to one in a few
Yeah.
years, so it's been a while.
No.
The headband
Maybe
gives
my
a
friends would
19
want to
intellect.
go with me.
Yes.
Oh,
And if your intelligence isn't 19, it is 19 now.
Oh, I'm pretty sure
Oh,
your friends
wow.
would love to go with you to Silky Week.
Will you go to Selkie Week with me?
Sure. I'm just thinking if Katie put on that headband, she'd go from a 10 intelligence to a 19. Her head might explode.
Watching the moral dilemma of that unfold might be something that Josul does next time we get a headband. I'm just stating that aloud.
That's fair.
If we ever find another one, Josul may go, "Hey, Katie, put this
Oh,
up."
actually, I'm
just
sorry.
to see
My intellect's actually a 14, so it wouldn't be as mind blowing. I was looking at
it
my
would
other
still
character.
be. It
It's
would
still a
still
big-
be like, yeah, you go to almost Albert Einstein levels of intellect from you know.
Bryn, do you actually ask everybody that?
If they will go to Selkie Week with me?
Yeah.
Yeah.
Wait,
So
what is
cold.
Yeah.
Sekald, you haven't heard that term in a long time, and it brings back some minor PTSD of your homeland in the City of Glass.
What is Selkie Week?
Selkie Week is the most chaotic week every month,
Okay,
where
strong.
thousands upon thousands of Selkies from all across the multiverse come in as tourists to the city, causing a lot of chaos and mayhem.
To be fair, I've had a lot more PTSD since I've joined this crew.
That's true.
That
So
is true.
it's. Let me make sure I understand this. It's Seal Skinwalker Spring Break.
Yes.
Yeah.
The best way to describe it is think of Disneyland during the summer, but everyone there is drunk pirates.
And seals.
It's about that level of
Disneyland
ruckus.
during the summer.
So the same level of Disney as Disney already is.
Yeah,
But
but they're
with
all drunk
pirates.
pirates,
Okay,
God. Got it.
but
including the children.
what is
Especially
the
the children.
biker rally that I can't. Sturgis? Is that it?
Sturgis.
You know, that might be a good networking venture. I'm down. I could hang out and have a bit of business transactions. That many other illustrious individuals.
Yeah,
Someone is bound to need something shipped.
that sounds
shit.
awesome.
Yep.
Okay, I just have one question though. Like, how
Just shit.
is the situation with the mollusks? Like, do y'all have a lot of shellfish around? Because I know seals like shellfish, yes. Like oysters and things.
Bryn and
Am I
Sekald
thinking
will
of
know
otters?
you can buy
I'm
pretty
thinking of
much
otters.
anything in the City of Glass.
I don't know. I'm down. It's whatever. I'll go.
It's more of like a party where everybody who normally just wears the seal skin all the time takes off their seal skin and just hangs out. So yeah, there probably would be shellfish and mollusks there. But it's been a few years since I've been.
Cut to the City of Glass, and it just shows like this human guy with like a street vending cart, and he's just like, ah! And it just says like shellfish for sale, and it's just a bunch of Selkie, just like a wave of them. I sold out in 5 minutes.
Oh, that's funny.
I charged triple, and it didn't matter.
They're all gone.
So how far
I'm
away
sure
is
there
this?
are different booths.
How far away is this place we're going?
Hmm?
Ruins that he's talking about were 10 days away.
Oh, okay.
Well, we better get the boat loaded and start getting our truck for takeoff. So I will go. I will go back. I will go back to where she is docked and start getting everything prepped for departure, and probably should tell somebody to hire a crew,
Roll investigation.
recall our crew. Okay. Oh, I don't have a bonus to that.
I was about to say, if you don't have proficiency, you can add it because this has to deal with the water vehicle proficiency.
Oh, okay, great. So in that case, it goes 17.
17?
Yeah.
Yeah, it looks like somehow ResNet got here without anyone else on board. There's no crew.
Oh, no, I thought we were doing to follow him on our ship. I didn't think we were going to take his ship. I don't want to be stuck out there.
Well, let's not get our ship all scuffed up. We can leave it here.
You're very trusting.
There's a Kraken though. Like
Right. So let's not get our ship all scuffed up. Let's take his.
I mean,
If the Kraken's still there, we're not out of a ship.
I'm just imagining the Kraken grabs onto his ship and he decides to just fly off. Because it's a spell chamber.
You can't see the ship because it's blue. The
don't
Kraken's
think
just
that's
like, I
not
can't
appropriate."
find it. I can't find it. It's blue.
If nobody else is going to tell him, I will.
No.
Don't spoil his dreams.
don't you dare.
It's
This
more
is the
fun
call
this
we're
way.
talking about. Come on.
Let the man
It's-
live.
It's more fun this way.
Okay, fine. I'll live with the knowledge that I can ruin that at any given time. That'll at least make Sekald smirk a little
There
bit.
you go.
Okay, so never mind about that investigation check then, Axel. Your ship's fine. And the people that are there normally are there just fine. They're probably sleeping. You know, not really much to do at a docked boat for days on end.
Abby's gonna get all her stuff and get ready to go. Finish up whatever she was cooking, and then apologize for running out on such quick notice. But
Oh, you're going with ResNet though. It's an honor.
yeah, we're gonna go explore some underwater ruins. Apparently.
Oh. Try to bring
Oh,
back
he said we're gonna be gone for like 10 days.
Month.
We should do some shopping. We need food.
No,
We'll be gone for a
it's-
total of a month.
Yeah.
It was a
10
what
days
now?
there and 10 days back.
Yeah.
Oh shit. Yeah. Lots of food.
Make sure to bring back a keychain.
What now?
Bye.
Meanwhile-
And just handkerchief as you're leaving.
Meanwhile, in the hull of his ship, look at all this food I made sure to get ahead of time because I planned things in advance.
Let's go make sure he doesn't already have food first.
That makes sense.
Just
would
Josul
have-
stops for a
I
second
would
and
have
goes,
met up with
wait a
Josul
minute,
though.
wait a minute. No, we need more food. Hang on.
Well, let's see what he
And
has.
Josul goes and buys 10 days worth of random food.
You notice ResNet has blue wine from some weird exotic place, and it says Coral Blue number 9.
Josul comes back with about 20 gold pieces worth of random food.
Okay.
Okay.
Salted
Before we
meats,
leave-
cheeses, all sorts of just exotic stuff that Josul would definitely want to have along the journey.
You see a
It'll
spot to
last a
store
long
the
time.
cheese on top of the 2 blue cheese wheels he has.
What are you trying to say,
Uh,
Callie?
Before we leave, I'm going to go get the boys.
Art.
Likewise, I would like to
And-
listen up and make sure Cerulean's with us.
Cerulean's playing with the boys. They're just all rolling around on the flat rock
I
together.
told I told the boys to guard their house. That I don't know if they're letting me stay in or what, but I know that the boys are guarding their house. So I tell them to continue doing that. And then I give them a little. If
Boop
they
the snoot?
let me, I'll give them a pet.
You
I'll
boop
boop
the
their
snoot?
snoot,
Okay.
and then I say, Gerald, you're in charge. Philip, don't be a dick, and I leave.
Gerald does a deep like or whatever the elephant seal noise is. It's like this really weird nasal noise.
Uh.
And he just turns into like this big fat pancake on the rock. Like he got up to acknowledge his name, and then
I'm
after
happy
that he
for
just
him.
like.
I thought I was talking to Gerald. Who was like talking?
No, you were talking to Gerald, but when you said
Okay.
the mean one's name, he acknowledged that you said his name.
Oh, okay. Oh, okay, that's all I wanted to do, to tell him to guard the house. So you got seals on the front line.
You got Navy SEALs.
Yep.
Powerful seal has been placed upon this house.
Yes.
Along with the small group of 3 drunken reprobates that normally handle my freight down by the dock area.
Multiple wards and seals.
Yep.
One was there, and they're like, "Those seals? Give me another one." Just...
it's like I haven't had enough to drink yet.
We're about 50 leagues south of anywhere that could even have seals. That doesn't make sense. Anyway.
I feel like that's the least weird thing they would encounter in that house, though.
By day 5, I bet
Probably,
they
yeah.
get terrified. It's like, they won't go! What are they doing out there?
They're just sitting on
They're just staring at us
They think
menacingly.
they're under siege. They think they're being besieged by the seals.
Well,
Sealed.
See, Josul doesn't pay them in money. He pays them in alcohol. That's why he made sure they were mostly drunken. Because they're sober when they're working. And then they're drunk the rest of the time. So they don't remember he hasn't paid them. That's the advantage.
Worst.
And anyone else want to do any last things before they
Checks
head out?
character alignment. Oh, that fits.
I wouldn't look cross-eyed trying to understand that, but okay.
All right.
Josul buy some alcohol.
Do you buy spalcohol or alcohol?
We're going with alcohol.
Okay.
We have a group fund, right, Josul?
Yeah. Right now we have 1,200 gold in the group fund.
Baller. Do we want to spend like 300 or 600 of that on diamonds for Revivify?
We sure can.
That'd be smart.
And
depending on how much alcohol do you want to get?
Josul is going to buy. We'll say 12 gold pieces worth of alcohol.
just so you know, I still have 14 bottles of fine wine in my bag of holding.
Oh, I know. We're saving the fine wine. Josul's
Okay.
going to get average wine.
Okay.
Oh, geez, you got
12 gold pieces is 24 bottles.
Yeah, I was about to say you have a keg of common wine with that.
1 keg of common wine.
It was a surplus from some other shipment, and you were able to get it a little cheaper.
Yep. That's what I was going for. Okay.
Okay,
All right.
were we
Josul's
going to
got
do
his necessary funds for the journey. Which
600
is the wine.
gold worth of Revivify?
Josul gets you the diamond dust and takes that out of the party fund.
Sweet. Thank you. Hopefully we won't need it.
I'd also
So-
like to note, if it ever comes up, we have another necklace of adaptation if someone needs one.
So, Resnet, they
Mhm.
show up about 18 hours later. So, the next day afternoon.
Welcome to the Blue Jammer, everybody.
Hi.
Yeah. Let me
Good
take you a
morning.
little tour. Go below deck. This is the below deck. There's your hammocks. We got food storage here. There's lots of salted sardines, salted pork, salted ham, salted beef, salted Worcestershire sauce now.
Don't know how to say this, but
Josul brings down a couple cases of salted haddock.
In this little section here, we grow is where mushrooms and a few other fungi for eating grow. We grow them on stuff.
You notice in
And,
a side cage, I'm adding this for you. He doesn't even know about this. There's a little cage, and you see this tiny little rodent that has like a stub little tail and little ears, and it has bluish gray fur, and it has like a salt wheel, and it's chewing on it.
oh,
What's that?
For you out of character, it's a hamster.
Josul legitimately asked that. What's that?
Came with the ship.
It's a miniature space hamster, is what you were told. What's that?
Yeah.
What's space?
Its name is Blue.
It's
The only
something.
reason he hasn't got rid of it.
You're my boy, Blue.
It's really good at finding things for you, specifically clues.
Oh,
Hmm.
and over here, this cage, it's chickens, so we can have eggs every now and then chicken at some point.
One of them lays an
okay.
egg, and it looks like a robin egg, but it's chicken size. If you don't know, robin eggs are light blue.
So you got that stuff.
Ducks as well.
Yeah. So
Quack, 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 quack.
yeah. Oh, the head's at the head of the ship, hence the name.
Makes
Bathroom.
sense.
Yeah. Don't worry, there is one of the eggs there for our to air things out.
Good to know.
Is it the one that
Yeah.
speaks Spanish? Sorry.
No. I gave that one to you guys. No, I kept one of the smelly ones that eliminate odor.
Bienvenido y el baño.
I'm debating on saying if Axel just knows what the Spanish one's saying or not.
I just let's.
Nah.
What
Nah, it's
language are
fine.
they supposed to be?
So yeah, it's a good ship, good bones. Got it, like I said. As my friend wouldn't sell me his ship. I really wanted his ship. It's pretty cool, but so I got this one. And Bryn, you are a captain, correct?
Yeah, but so is Axel.
Thank you.
He got promoted. Well, I guess
Oh.
while you were gone or something. I don't know. I wasn't here.
You remember Axel, the adventurers did get the Sea Ghost ship.
So who wants the hat for captain?
I will flip you for it.
I look over at Axel's wide brim hat with a feather he already has.
Yeah, but so
I
does
look at
Cat.
Katie.
Yeah, Katie's got a broad hat too. I made sure of it.
But it's the
we
hat
got
that
nothing.
the captain of the ship gets the captain hat. It's a blue tricorn with a blue feather.
So I am not going to steal the limelight from anyone else who wants it, but I will definitely flip you for it.
I'm fine with being first mate. I would rather be captain of my own ship, honestly.
A tiefling shows up and
Oh.
goes, ooh, 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 a decision needs to be made? And he flips a coin.
What the fuck are you?
Oh. No, you see. Here's the thing, Bryn. If you're the captain of multiple ships, you are now a commodore.
Oh, which one?
Does sound
Alright,
better.
Flip it, Scotty.
Who calls what? Who calls what?
Is it just odds or evens or what?
Heads or tails?
I'll call heads since I lost mine earlier.
Oh, snap. And
Oh.
that's what I got. That's what I got, heads.
Oh.
Bryn wins the toss,
There you go.
and I have pizza, so you go be captain for a minute.
Okay.
Bryn's just like, food for me too.
Yeah,
Okay.
he is.
So here's the important roles that we'll need to know on this ship. We'll need to know. Oh, it would have been nice if I had my notes up. That would have been nice. I got so distracted by the blue that we of course need the captain role. We need first mate, and we need cook.
Ooh, forgetting about the most important role, quartermaster.
Quartermaster.
I can do cook.
Since Josul's a businessman and already hands out things just like a quartermaster would.
That's land quartermaster. Sea quartermasters are essentially in charge of the ship's day-to-day functions.
Right. Like rations, and you make sure that that's done, and yeah.
Yeah, okay. Just making
Right.
sure, because land quartermaster is just like supply, give you, take.
Right. Yep.
Oh
No.
yeah, and we'll need the bosun or whatever. I can never say that right.
Bosun.
Bosun.
Awesome.
So
Bosun.
captain, first mate, cook, bosun, and quartermaster.
I will be in my room. You guys figure it out.
Wait a minute,
Hey, I'll
Katie.
try not to wreck your ship while you're gone.
I'm on the ship.
I was,
Outside, out of
I was
mind, my
quartermaster
dude.
on our ship.
Wait, were you? Yeah, you can do it then. What's bosun do?
Bosun, I would be
It's
below
the
decks doing
carpenter, you know.
repairs. Yeah.
Okay, so
However-
I found. Sorry, go ahead.
considering the eyesore, I was going to volunteer for the it's at the top of the mast.
Crow's Nest.
Crow's
Lookout?
Nest. Thank
Lookout.
you.
Yeah.
I would volunteer for that, so long as I wouldn't have to be below decks with surrounded by
All the blue.
all of it.
It has blue lighting down here, by the way. There's
So
continuous flame torches on sconces.
I found my old character sheet that listed this, and we had Josul fit best as either first mate or cook. Sekald was best at bosun because he could use mending to fix anything that breaks. Quartermaster required high wisdom or proficiency in navigator's tools or nature skill, so Kade was good for that one. Surgeon is Abby because she has medicine and healy stuff, and captain was Axel.
I'm gonna go with the role I did before then because I forgot about all that. And
also, while looking at this, I've learned that apparently at one point Kade had a silver raven figurine of power.
I have that now.
Oh, okay.
We
It's in the
both have
party
one.
treasure.
We both have one.
Oh, we do. That's right. That's
Mhm.
right. There's one in the
Okay.
party treasure and then one that Kade has. Yeah, that's
Indeed.
right. Because we found two. I forgot that. Yeah.
And once you figure it out, we can head on out.
Okay.
I'm just gonna write down all the weird stuff that Dresnet gave us into the party treasure, just so that it's there.
Up on deck, there are 2 ballistas.
Ooh.
Oh,
There-
what are those doing there? We don't need those.
2 blue wistas. If you recall.
Wow.
We've discussed this in notes.
I'm just going to go ahead and jump overboard and just not even worry about it.
Oh, don't be so blue.
Nice knife.
The universe pops and you all fall into a void. Anyway. So you set sail. Whoo, and Bryn's like, hoist the anchor, put down the sails, and all that stuff. And you all go to head out. And
It just has a little hammock in the up on the poop deck area, just like or the stern castle, and just like yeah.
does he have like shades on? He's got like suntan lotion, like.
And it's got darker glasses, and it's
Just
like
reminded of the scene in the third Monkey Island game where you go to leave and you hire this crew of people to crew the ship for you, and they're all sitting in lawn chairs on the deck drinking alcohol, and Guybrush has to like man the entire ship himself because they're just not doing anything. All right, go ahead.
So, you all set sail on your 10-day journey to the ruins of Worth Shkoldenil. It's a weird name. Anyway,
hate it.
I didn't come up with it.
Right.
Oh God, no.
So, you
Yeah.
sail and sail and sail
Orthokeel.
through the Azure Sea. And days go by. It's pretty boring, to be honest. First week, not really much happening. And then on the 7th day, you notice if anyone was out on the deck during the night, that the winds started to pick up, and it was starting to get a bit cloudy and rainy. And by the time morning had come by, the winds had actually gotten pretty bad. It was a pretty heavy gale, and everyone had to be at full alert and do a bunch of checks. So, Captain,
Yeah.
to make sure the ship doesn't have anything bad happen to it from the storm, I need you to give me an intelligence water vehicles check.
I believe
To make sure you steer it in the right way so it doesn't, the sail doesn't get too much tension or whatnot.
I have proficiency in water vehicles, so I have my proficiency bonus, right?
Yes.
Okay.
So it's proficiency plus intelligence under D20.
Okay.
Oh no.
I hope this doesn't.
Did you roll a 1?
No.
Okay.
So
I can't help them.
I rolled I rolled a natural 20. It's fine.
Good.
So it's a 26.
Okay, this is probably the most serious you've seen Bryn. She's probably the one that woke everybody up. And then who's first mate?
What stats or bonus are important for that again?
High charisma,
yeah,
proficiency
charisma.
in intimidation and persuasion.
Mm-hmm.
I can do persuasion and high charisma, so I can do that.
Okay, roll me either intimidation or persuasion as first mate. And this is just more of you just like making sure everybody's on it when they're doing their stuff.
I just have this image of looking at the ship's deck and be like, "Stop it! Be calm."
Nice. So the 27 actually. So Axel's like down in there jawing everybody along. He is just relentlessly cheerful. He's like the kaboom guy, right? From Parks and Rec. You know, you're trying to put up a playground in one day. He's the kaboomer. That's him.
Nice.
Just jollying everyone along.
Who was our bosun? Was that Sekald?
Yes.
Okay, Sekald, are you proficient with carpenter's tools?
Mending.
But are you proficient with carpenter's tools?
We said mending was efficient, but no, we never had carpenter's tools.
Okay, give me an Arcana check. Because all I was going to change from that is either you make your Arcana check for using mending in the right spots, or you'd be doing an intelligence carpenter's tools check.
19.
Okay. You just make sure everything stays reinforced fine. There might be a little leak here or there, and you seal it up just fine. And who's our quartermaster?
Well, that would be me.
I need a nature check from you.
Oh boy. I can roll a nature check. As soon as I figure out which one of these is a D20 and not a D12. It should be a D20.
Yeah.
A 16 for nature.
Okay. Luckily, this storm wasn't too bad, but it had the upcomings to becoming something that could have been really difficult. The DC for this stuff was only 10. So it was pretty easy, but it was still something that like everyone had to be at full alert and do their specific things and had a chance of failure, no matter how small of a chance it was. So after, you know what, I'll roll for it. After, it was only 2 hours, so the morning wasn't even over yet, and the storm's pretty much subsided. It's still kind of dark from the clouds and stuff, and it's raining a bit, but the winds have definitely calmed down after that. And then the rest of the day goes by just fine. Actually, before nighttime, the clouds have actually completely cleared, and the deck's all dry.
Once the danger is done, Abby's gonna spend some time maybe learning some spells from Resnet.
Okay.
Yeah, he'll lend you one of his apprentice's spell books to look at those spells. You said he had interest, so yeah, definitely has most of those.
Okay.
So I have a question.
Yes.
You know, sorry to jump campaigns real quick, but you know how in the Mists game, my Nim has the ability to cut down travel time just because they know the route?
Mm-hmm.
What if Sekald was using Gust of Wind every so often?
That would only help substantially if you did it constantly, like all day, every day.
Okay. Not enough spell slots for that. Got it.
I mean, for a few days.
There's the cantrip Gust.
Be out at seas for 10 days.
There's the cantrip Gust.
Gust isn't gonna do enough for a spell, I don't think.
Yeah, that's true.
For a whole ass ship. For like a dinghy, sure.
But casting Gust of Wind would help if, like, during this storm, if you weren't busy down below, that would have helped redirect the wind, so it wouldn't have been as bad for the quartermaster, I would say.
On the other hand, wind wall, directly properly pointed, could be beastly for sails.
Yep.
Potentially, yeah.
And and on that point, the universe needs to take a trip to the poop deck. So I will be back, and you guys can.
The poop. You don't poop on the poop deck.
I'm not pooping on the poop deck.
He's pooping on the poop deck.
If you're pooping on the poop deck, you're just.
I'm
pooping
I'm
on
gonna
the
be
deck.
gone for like maybe 2 minutes. It's not
Just
that.
deck.
It's
It's
not that. I was trying to make a ship reference and it failed epically.
Oh, God.
You guys role play
You
amongst
made a
yourselves.
shit reference.
Uh,
Abby is going to be doing homework, and I'm gonna get meds because my head hurts.
So
You're back.
everybody's running away.
I was like, I was gonna go
Katie-
get a water real quick. I feel bad.
Katie's just on deck with that
Go
little
ahead.
firefly thing, just chasing it around the deck whenever she's not doing other work.
Yeah. Resonance just chilling in his hammock when he needs to. Then y'all do the work.
That's okay though. You get bustled over because like my sea slug decides to like come check you out, and, like nibble on a toe to see what's going on.
I didn't know we had that for dinner.
It's not dinner. That's a friend.
Oh. Carry on then. Flame me out.
I thought he was saying that like I don't remember eating hallucinogenic mushrooms for dinner because he's getting his toes nibbled on by a giant horse-sized rainbow. sea slug.
Yes.
I thought it was a regular size sea
No, a rainbow
No.
horse-sized rainbow sneeze tail.
Whoa! You should store that below deck.
He likes the sun and the air. He doesn't want to be down below deck.
I mean, he is a slug after all. So like, in fairness, being damp is kind of his thing.
Mm-hmm.
I could go to the bilge at the very
I was
bottom.
going to
That's a lot
say,
of
if
dampness there.
you enjoy the bilge, there's always a little bit of water in there.
But at the same time, he's also very shiny and looks his best in the sunlight.
True.
That's true.
Oh, so shiny.
But too much sunlight and your horse-sized sea slug may be a regular-sized sea slug. Just dehydrate.
Remember to drink plenty of grog, everybody.
did like half the people leave?
Oh yeah, we're
Like you said,
hanging
I'm
on
going to go to the
deck.
bathroom
Everybody's
and
below
half of
deck.
the people left.
Of
I
course.
have
I
no
should
idea
have
what
known.
you're talking about.
We got into a whole discussion about rainbow-colored giant horse-sized sea slugs nibbling on his toes and what did we
Yeah.
eat for dinner last night?
Mm-hmm. So, good conversation.
Josul probably served grog with a various assortment of salted meats.
You know what? Give me a cooking utensils check. That'd be intelligence or wisdom. I'll let you choose. And if
Nope.
you're proficient,
Intelligence.
cooks utensils, proficiency bonus.
Yeah, generally you do wash the salted food before you serve it because it's salty.
Been
Yeah.
days
I
since we had a nice
mean, it depends on who you're
back.
serving it to, but yeah.
And don't serve it to sea slug.
Well, yeah.
When Resnet dozes off, I summon 8 giant crabs so that when he wakes up, there's 8 giant crabs milling about where he's sleeping on deck.
I'm from Maryland.
You pull out some Old
I
Bay.
got it wasn't a very memorable meal, but it wasn't gross. 12.
Okay. You washed
Wasn't
off the
memorable,
salt.
but yeah, maybe some of the things weren't as washed as they should have been. But the grog was always on point.
Trying out some very different kind of blue mushrooms.
Blue mushrooms.
Fun fact, grog was served as a means of preventing scurvy. They mixed fruit juice with rum and water, both to divvy up the rum supply that was given to the crew normally for morale, and also to allow a tasty drink that would prevent scurvy.
Mm.
Also because the Admiral was a cheap bastard and wanted his rum right
Well, yeah.
to stretch further.
Mm-hmm.
And
Yeah,
nobody
it was
liked
first
that guy.
created by a guy whose last name was Grog.
No. It was
Groglings?
It was popularized by an admiral whose nickname was Old Grog, which came from
That's-
grogram, which was the type of fabric his pants were
That's
made of.
right. That's right.
Grogram is from the French meaning large grain, gros grain fabric. So it is a rough textured fabric, and the guy was nicknamed after his fucking pants, and everyone hated his guts because he was watering down the goddamn rum.
Mm-hmm.
That's some military history for you.
Yep. They watered it down with not just water, he watered it down with fruit juice. Turns out it was a really good idea.
Yeah, no, the whole scurvy thing.
Right.
That was a good.
All of a
good
sudden,
move.
nobody had scurvy, and they're like, wow, that's really weird.
Also, like, this could really use a ginger beer.
Right. Yeah.
Good journey so far, everybody. You're doing good job. Good jobs, everybody. Making it. Nothing really eventful. The storm was a bit bad. You guys did great. Thank you very much.
I have a question for you.
Mhm.
We're doing all the work now, but who did all the work to bring you to Saltmarsh to meet us? Because there wasn't anybody on your boat when.
Yep. Anyway, we're going to be there in a couple days, so be prepared.
Callie knows.
Abby's gonna spend about 6 hours every day scribing scribing spells into her spell book.
Oh, when we
so
get
it's time
there?
to do the other cooking and stuff.
I do have some special food stores so that our Josul can make us something. I have a small little box that can help preserve fruits. And I also have some dried fruits, but they're there to celebrate us getting to the location.
I wondered what
Oh,
those
I
were.
wasn't supposed to open that already?
No, you probably opened the ones that I failed to preserve properly.
Oh, that might be why I had a stomachache for a day and a half.
They're probably also fermented.
Oh, I was a little bit tipsy too.
Yeah.
Ow.
That
Yeah.
was just me.
Yeah, I was using them for the mushrooms.
Aren't you immune to poison?
I am.
I was gonna say I think she's immune to poison, so
I'm just tipsy anyway. It's just
Like, Axel's
me.
just like, hold on a minute.
You're like
Oh, wait a
Jackie
minute! I
Chan
can't
from
get
Drunken
drunk
Master.
anymore.
No,
That's
you're like
correct.
Jackie Chan from Drunken Master. You can drink gasoline and get drunk from it.
Ooh, I'm totally going to have a bar drinking contest when we get back.
Yeah. No drunkenness. You're immune to the poisons.
So
Um.
on the 10th day,
You're like Captain America.
you're pretty sure you're getting close. To seeing the coastline any moment now, either today or early tomorrow. When you see in the distance a ship, and it's in the direction you guys are going. And after a bit where you finally get close enough to see more details, you can see that it is a big ship. It's a warship. And on the side of it, it has something written on it. Do any of you know Gnomish?
Yep.
Why
Nope.
am I not surprised? I don't.
No, but wait a minute. Oh, I don't think that will help.
Common Aquan thieves can't. Unless they wrote it in a series of obscene gestures. No, I don't know how to
If
speak
we have
it.
enough time, I can cast comprehend languages.
Resnet, you see that the name of this ship is the Jolly Gem.
Huh.
And
Called the Jolly Gym. Anyone know what that is?
And some of you notice even further, I'll say the quartermaster can roll me a perception check. And
Oh, that's
since
me.
they're
isn't
up
it?
on they're up in the nets and stuff.
Quartermaster making a perception check. Okay, here goes.
Didn't Sekald also say that he would be hanging out in the crow's nest?
Yeah,
Yes.
he wasn't needed below deck.
Yeah,
Well, I got a
Sekald, if you
3,
wanted
so
to,
hopefully
you
he does
could.
better.
Oh, okay. Yeah, that'll work.
I'm not a lucky halfling.
I didn't think I would actually get the chance to stay away from the.
In the
Blue
crow's
eyes,
nest, there is a blue spyglass, and it is mounted onto the rim of the crow's nest, and it actually rotates around with it, like slides with it.
I refuse to use that, and I make up lenses of ice so that I can use a telescope of my own creation.
Oh, okay.
Mhm.
Fair enough.
18 for perception.
All right. You notice, especially with your ice spyglasses, that the ship appears to be battling something in the water. Something big and white. And you notice that the hull of the ship seems to have been reinforced with some kind of bone from a very large-sized creature.
Come here, Schmidt.
And you notice on the deck of the ship appears to be an old, salty, gnomish captain with salt and pepper beard, missing one leg, and he has this crazy-looking crossbow that seems to have like a harpoon ammunition and he's firing at this creature.
Can any of us tell what he's firing at?
That's what Sekald sees with the spyglass up in the most advantageous position.
That's what he sees. Got it. The rest of us just see a chip in the distance.
What do you see? It appears to be firing at a literary reference.
Yeah.
Can I identify anything else, specifically what he's fighting?
Not right now.
Okay. Then Sekald just calls down. It's a ship in trouble with a gnomish captain.
Is it magical?
You go to look, and you notice that the ship itself seems to have the oars for steering it and turning it around. You can see through there because you're using your spyglass and you're really paying attention from that position that there aren't people on the other side with the rows. You see like weird mechanical contraptions moving the rows themselves.
So not magical, but functional.
This
Might be
would
magic.
this would be magical, like a construct
okay.
thing.
Then yes.
What kind of magics?
Abby comes up from below deck where she'd been cooking. What's everybody yelling about? Oh shit, another ship.
Yeah. Your friends are called using my magical spyglass to determine if it's magical and stuff.
Are they in trouble? Do they need help? I see a lot of splashing.
How far is the ship?
The ship is currently 500 feet away.
Perfect. I use Dimension Door. I want to get over there and figure out what's
And
going
at that point, we roll initiative.
Oh,
Oh, Sekuld's dead.
Dimension Door works both ways. Thank you very much.
Yeah, you better hope you get a chance to cast it before you get smacked by the white dragon or whatever it is that's fighting.
No,
I hope the white dragon's not underwater. It's drowning if that's the case.
it should immediately allow me to pop.
It can hold its breath for a long time.
You have to.
Or, I mean, I don't know what you're talking about.
It's an action to go from here to there, and then you're there, and then you have to wait until your next turn to come back.
Yeah,
Well, whatever's going on, I got a 23 for initiative.
Holy shit!
Roll off. So did I.
Oh,
Oh,
okay.
snap.
That's an 8.
18. Haha.
Ooh.
Okay.
All right. Oops.
23 the greater.
Axel,
Not
what'd
that
you
I can
get?
do anything because it's 500 feet away.
Well, the good news is if you go first and you get in trouble, I can save you.
We're
21 for me.
21. Okay, so those of you that have positions on the ship, you could do some possible ship combat because there's weapons on this ship.
Ooh, that's
And
right.
it has its
We
own
had
movement and
ballistas.
stuff. I sent you guys stats for the sailing ship.
We got blue listas. I forgot about that.
Blue Listas.
What did Bryn get?
It's a ballista, but it's blue.
Bryn got a 25.
Holy
fuck.
Holy
guacamole.
crap.
Wow.
What did Abby get?
I got a 7.
That sounds right.
Just Soul and Katie are like, no, I'm going to go first. No, I'm going to go first. And Bryn's like, no, I'm going to go first.
Do you want to see me
Wait,
get there and back?
come on.
You want to see me do it again?
already.
I have a plus 8 to initiative.
You all
so-
are arguing about who's going first, and Sekald is literally the only one
Literally
there
there.
capable of
Yeah.
doing jack shit.
Right.
Sekald.
Yeah.
Yes, we are trying to figure out who goes first so we can save your ass if this goes poorly.
Right.
When do
Skull,
you
what'd
go,
you get?
Sekald?
Wait.
30-20.
Mangonel? Ooh. It has mangonels? Ooh.
No. Those are the possibilities. Right? This only has ballistas.
Oh. Only has
So
ballistas. Gosh
Is
darn
Rex
heck.
not rolling, or is he just gonna let us deal with this on our own?
Oh, I got a 16.
Oh, okay.
Everyone has to roll initiative. It's 5e. 5e. I mean, that's why I know where I'm at.
Okay. Let me add you to the initiative counter. I thought you were just going to sit back and chill.
Literally everyone except for me and Resnet have a 20 or higher.
Yeah.
Whereas it's just like,
That's not true.
that's not really our concern, I don't think.
Okay.
I don't know them.
Resnet and me and perhaps the creature
That's also not true.
and or the gnome.
No, it's true.
Just keep adding things in there.
Yeah.
Scott, I just-
Hmm.
All right, so I'm gonna have to start with Sekald because Sekald started this. So Sekald, you bamf onto the deck of the ship, and the first thing that you see is the waves crashing onto the ship, and I need a dexterity saving throw as something bumps into the ship, and it seems to rock it, and almost like it's going to knock off balance. Sekald?
It
You're
would help
muted.
if I unmute. 19.
Yeah.
I was about to say, I think you're muted.
Sorry.
All right, you're able to grab onto something and not fall as something seems to hit on the bottom hull of the ship. And you see this captain fellow, and he says, Ruve, get the dinghy ready. I shall get my dreadback whale. As you just see, he's very on his nose, with his references. And with him, you see a fairly creepy-looking other gnome pirate who has a hook hand, and they seem to have a necklace with a bunch of little like knuckle bones and stuff on it.
Okay. So since talking is a free action, my very first question is, do you need help?
Hey, where did the sea devil come from? And he turns around his gun, and he aims it at you.
Okay. Dimension door. I pop back over to our ship.
Well, you already dimension doored as your action.
Yeah,
I
your
thought that
action
got
was
me
'cause
over there first. I didn't
when
think
you
that was
cast.
Yeah, as
when
your-
you
as
rolled
your action.
initiative was when you
Yeah.
doing your thing.
Lovely. Well, I guess I'd tell him I'm
You're-
from a ship just a little ways back. It's coming to help.
Parlay.
The quarterdeck and the forecastle
Say parlay.
have ballistas on them. And there are cannons on the main deck.
Ooh.
So he's
Cannons.
threatening me. I'm offering to help. What is he doing?
I'm going to roll for him for an insight check.
Great. If he shoots me,
Okay.
I will ice this entire ship over.
If he shoots you, just leave. Whatever he's fighting will probably just scurry this ship.
I have more important things to deal with. And he turns the gun back around towards the water. Then it is Resnet's turn.
I have not even used my bonus action or my movement.
Oh, excuse
You always shut me down like that.
me. Go ahead.
It's
Sorry.
only me. It's only me. You always shut me down.
I do it to
every
Matt
single
sometimes,
time.
too.
No.
Yeah, you
no.
know.
I've done it to Axel a few times, when I think about it.
Hmm.
Or I just skipped Axel's turn. I've skipped Josul's once or twice, right?
Yeah.
So, am I also able to use prestidigitation on this turn?
That's an action.
That is a full action. I was wondering about that.
Unless it specifically says otherwise, assume that pretty much every spell ever is going to use an action.
Well, my problem is the character sheet that I have with all of my spells only has the name of them, and I have to look up the effect and time frame for them. It's not a very effective way to do things.
That stings.
Yeah. Okay, I will just take my movement to. I want to move towards the aft of the ship to try and be able to be seen from anybody on the other ship.
Okay.
And if I can, I'll use my bonus action to just try and hold myself steady. Otherwise, that's my turn.
All right. Then I guess after that, it's Resnet's turn.
Dude, anybody really knows what's going? Oh man.
No, he just took off, even though he can take people with him with that spell. But okay.
I don't even know it's our fight or whatever. Well, he pulls out a staff, hits on the deck, and says like, "Awaken!" Yeah, the ship's gonna man itself now, so y'all can do stuff in case you need to.
Wait, it could do that this whole time?
I freaking knew it, Kevin.
It's a
You
semi.
said that was such venom.
Not even at Resnet either. At Canon in particular.
That was like the Game Grumps, like Stacy Dennings.
Stacy.
Yeah. So yeah, that's basically what Resonant does. Why he kind of scratches his back with a back scratcher, just like yeah. I mean,
Okay.
I don't really know what's going on. For all we know, the fish guy could be the good person, and the gnomes could be not so good. So I'm going to wait till we get a bit closer. Oh yeah, got a scratch here.
So I suppose someone should go talk to the fish, providing it can talk. Which one of us talks with animals better?
And
Hello there.
and that's Resonet's turn?
Yeah.
Okay. On that cue then, that's when you all see the largest white whale you've ever seen breach out of the water. I told you this was on the nose. And slams against the deck of the ship. Or at least it attempts to break through the hull.
Which deck?
Theirs.
Ours? Theirs, okay.
500 feet away. Because the ship, whoever's steering the ship, hasn't gone yet. Wait, no, you had the ship command, so it moves.
The ship steering itself.
Yeah. So what are you having the ship do? Are you having it move towards the scene?
Getting a little bit closer, yeah.
Okay.
But the ship's semi-sentient. It can operate on its own. It goes where the GM wants it goes.
Okay. Currently, it's not in the wind, but it's also not with the wind. So it'll move 45 feet.
I am faster than the ship.
I mean, it's a
It's
ship.
going nuts. I'm sorry. You try going against the wind when you're wind powered. This old girl's doing her best, okay? Don't let them say out of the way, Shippy.
It groans sadly.
It's like be faster than the ship then. Shit.
My question is it always blue in color or is it always blue in personality?
Yes.
It's lucky, yes.
Right. Let's see. What's the hull's armor class? 15. Definitely hits on the dice. So the whale does some damage to the hull. Oh wow, a lot of damage to the hull. You hear the cracking of wood and bone from your guys' distance.
Hitting their ship or our ship?
Their ship.
Okay.
And let's see. Luckily, they got a reinforced hull, so it shouldn't be too bad.
Does this white whale look kind of like a normal whale, or does it have like tentacles or red eyes or like dire bones?
It looks like what you've heard a sperm whale looks like, but this one's very aggressive.
Okay. So does it have any demonic tendencies to it?
Not that you can tell.
Okay.
I mean, you just saw it like breach and smack against it.
It doesn't like open its mouth and like a wall of tentacles come out, nothing like that.
Nothing like that.
No. Okay.
Not that you see.
Just seems like a big fish.
And then Sekald hears scraping underneath the hull as it does another attack. It has 2 attacks. And that one also hits and deals even more damage. A lot more damage, actually. And the captain guy goes, Ravi, seal up the hull. Aye, Captain. And they go to head down there. On their turn, anyway. Exactly. Puppy dog. I'm assuming that was a puppy dog. Abby, it is your turn.
Hi, yes. Who is Josul standing closest to, if anyone?
That's up to you guys.
Wait.
Whoever's by the
we
stairs.
argued about who was going to go first.
Fantastic. Right. I'm going to tap Kade and Josul on the shoulder and cast Longstrider on all 3 of us.
It gives us 10 extra feet of movement, right?
Yep. And then I'm getting to the edge of the railing. I'm not going to jump in yet, but I'm prepared to if I see any warning that our help is needed.
Okay. Then Captain Ambercorn Haverhop shoots his harpoon gun. Super dramatic. He does hit. And it might help if I had the stats up for his gun. Totally not a magical item in Zebediah's Guide.
Ooh.
So hey, how's everyone's day doing?
Pretty good.
Fighting a whale.
Yeah, nice. I'm loading like a 300-page document.
Well, I'm looking at your aquatic spells right now.
And we watched Godzilla versus Kong. That was nice.
Oh, was it?
Yeah.
It was really good.
Right, we wanted to see it in theaters, but we missed a couple. Missed the initial release of it in theaters.
We have
Like-
HBO Max, so
I'm not paying an extra $10 a month, or whatever it is, or 20 or 30.
we never leave our house.
Real quick, does a heavy crossbow do D10?
If I had HBO Max, I would have it.
Heavy crossbow.
I think it's D10.
Sounds right.
Yes. Yeah, I think it's a D10. It was a D12, so I think it's a D10.
Ooh. Okay. He rolled
It
good.
is a D10.
He rolled really good. So.
No, I'm thinking of the even rarer weapon, the Great Crossbow, which takes 2 full turns to load.
Axel wants one of those oversized longbows
It's-
from Dragon Heist.
Oh,
you need a strength of 18 just to wield it, but it's
Yeah.
it's
I want one anyway. So.
2d10, I think 2d10 damage. Three, I don't remember. It's some ridiculous number.
Sekald sees him point this weird contraption over the rail, and he shoots into the water. And there's a bit of red blood that comes up. And then that's when it's Josul's turn. Actually, Bryn's turn. Sorry, Bryn's first. See, look, I'm already messing up initiative.
See? Yeah, you skipped Bryn already.
As a sea captain, do I know of any stories about a whale this aggressive?
Yeah, you can roll
Or-
history.
Okay. Dirty 20.
Okay. You have heard tales of the dreadback whale, and has been the scourge of the Azure Sea, and is considered more monster than whale, as it's sunken many ships in its time. And there's only gnomes are exceptionally rare, especially on Orth, to be out in seas. So this ship can only be the one that belongs to Captain Ambercorn Haverhop, who you have heard the tales from various bars that you've gone to, that he hunts the dreadback whale because he lost both his loving wife and son and one of his legs to the dreadback whale. And he was the sole survivor of a ship, and he's sworn vengeance on it since. It's been a few decades, apparently. But gnomes live a long time.
And the ship is controlling itself. So it can only go as fast as being controlled. Is it anywhere close to it?
You are currently 455 feet away.
In range of the long distance on the ballistas, because ballistas are 480.
Mm-hmm.
So you can roll a disadvantage to shoot a ballista at it. Sorry, a blue lista.
Besides the name, it functions just like a ballista.
Okay.
And you use the ballistas to hit, not your actual.
I guess I will go to a ballista and do that because I can't swim over there that far.
All right, it's a +6 to hit, and you're at disadvantage.
All right. 15.
Hey, that is what I like to call a power score. No, it's not a power score, but it still hits.
Hey.
Sorry, I thought the AC was
Oh,
15.
Hey.
It's less than that, though. So you hit. You can
Okay.
roll 3d10. Piercing.
Not Power Score RPG.
Oh, 3d10.
Fun fact, power score is what it was called in psionics back in AD&D when you rolled the exact number you needed for the check.
Mm-hmm.
Is that like
And
getting
Power
a crit
Score RPG
mathematically?
told us that every time we did it in 5th. So I'm carrying on the
Every
tradition.
time.
I'm carrying on the tradition.
Mm-hmm.
Mm-hmm.
19 damage.
19, okay. I'll say for the sake of convenience, it's not attached to a rope, so you guys don't get pulled by the whale.
That's a good idea.
I will tell everyone what I learned about, or what I remembered about the whale and the captain of the other ship.
Okay. Well, Josul is a bit partial to gnome captains because he lost one to the horrors of the sea that we fought before. So Josul is going to side with the gnomes and let Bryn fire a blue lista at it when it's Josul's turn.
Do you want to do anything else, Bryn, on your turn?
No, that's all
Okay.
I can do.
Do I get to add my sneak attack to the damage of the blue lista?
No, because it's a siege weapon. They're very
Well,
you just
gosh
use the
darn it! Couldn't
siege
I
weapon
go
stuff.
for the liver? It's got one of those, right? All right, fine. The blue list has got +6 to hit, right?
Mm-hmm. But like you said, you have disadvantage because of the range.
Oh, right. Oh, darn that disadvantage. No, a 10 probably doesn't hit it.
A 10 does not. As you man the I'll say Bryn's on the ballista on the forecastle, and you go to join her, and you also fire a shot, I guess. You just take turns.
I mean, just run up next to her and on my turn fire a shot off and then squiggle aside. Sorry, probably move and bonus action dash, because one person's move is 2 actions for me. And then
Well,
once I
also-
get there,
Well, you're 10 feet faster now, too, so you're
That's-
almost moving
that's-
at normal speed.
almost, yeah.
Actually-
Almost.
Actually, I forgot. Ballista has a specific thing.
Yeah, it might take longer to reload.
Yeah, you might be
Oh,
able
it
to
takes a whole
assist her
turn
by
to-
using your action to reload, and then
Got
she can
it.
fire.
Okay.
Um,
That's fine. If that's all that happens, I missed anyway, so it doesn't matter.
How many ballistae are there anyway?
there's only one,
Uh,
and it's on the forecastle.
Okay.
Oh, I thought there were 2. One in front and one in the back.
Nope.
You did say 2 at the beginning,
Did I?
but there's 2. Yep.
Okay. For the sake of convenience, we'll say you went to the one in the front.
It was probably closer to where I was coming up from lower deck anyway, because I'm the cook.
Then after you, it's 23 the lesser, Katie.
Okay, so Katie runs to the edge of the ship, jumps off. I'm going to run my full 60 feet on top of the water.
Okay.
Then I'm going to spend a key point, and I'm going to dash and run another 60 feet on top of the water. So I've gone 120 feet. And as I get to the point where I'm about to have to dive into the water because I'm running out of movement for myself, I yell, "Inky and Mr. Squiggles, go!" And 2 giant octopus appear, and I grab onto Mr. Squiggles. And Inky and Mr. Squiggles will move 60 feet, and then another 60 feet as a dash action. So I go 240 feet across the water.
I secretly wonder if deep down, Mr. Squiggles is a descendant of Captain Squiggles.
Maybe.
From
But
the trackless sea.
maybe.
Sekald seeing this is just going to refer to you as Aqualas from now on.
Which takes me, I think I'm within 215 feet of the ship at the end of my turn.
Nice. Okay.
Nice.
And I'm trying to find the ballista rolls. D&D Beyond is surprisingly not being helpful in that.
I love the running 120 feet on the surface of the water before I leap on the back of a giant octopus.
Oh,
Monks.
that's so epic. That is so epic. I'm sorry. That's awesome. Just, you're like that scene from Avatar: The Last Airbender where he's running across the water from the giant fish that's chasing you. It's just a stream of water behind you.
Except I'm chasing the giant fish.
Yeah, except you're running towards the giant fish instead of away from it.
This is what I do.
The giant killer, literally killer whale, killer sperm whale.
There we go. Siege equipment.
As I get within, like I cover half the distance and I start to really see what's going on, I'm like,
okay.
Oh boy.
So for ballista, it requires the following. It must be loaded and aimed. So it takes one action to load it and another action to aim it. And then the third action can fire it. So Josul uses their action to load it.
Yep. I move over and I reload it so that when it's Bryn's turn again, she can fire it. That's fine.
And I'll say the ship itself will use the action to aim. Or I'll assist in one of the actions, whichever ones you guys aren't doing. Then after Kade and the octopi, it is...
Who actually does the attack roll then? If one of you is aiming and the other is firing?
Whoever's firing it.
Well, aiming the siege weapon basically means because you've moved it away from its firing position to load it, now you have to move it back up.
Mm-hmm.
So the ship basically just hoists it back up again, and one of us that fires it on our turn would fire it.
Okay, so I guess it's my turn.
Yes.
Oh, so the ballistae are both occupied, it looks like.
I'm firing the same one as Bryn so that it can be fired over and over again.
Oh, okay.
It basically takes two people to fire it once a turn.
Did they come like preloaded, or is it we have to like load it first and then?
You have to load it.
Yeah.
Okay.
Was it? Oh.
Action to load, action to aim, action to fire.
Can I guess I'll use my action to try and drive the ship a little closer. If I can.
Before you do your stuff, we can... the captain and the first mate...
Can you cast haste on the construct?
No. Because it's a vehicle.
It's a construct.
And haste specifies... Does it say target?
Sure.
Or does it say creature?
Target would be construct.
Because if it says target, you could.
Willing creature.
Well, okay. The construct's a creature, though.
Depends on if it's intelligent. It really depends on...
He said semi-sentient, so...
It went to art school.
Oh, no, we can't haste it then.
It's not like he went to junior
I've only gone to art college.
Blown away.
I don't know anything. Only having gone to art college.
Okay, so the captain, the first mate, and the bosun can take these special officer actions on their turns for the ship. One option is called Take Aim, and when you do that, you select one of the weapons within 10 feet of you, and it has advantage on its next attack roll. Full Speed Ahead allows you to roll a d6, and you multiply the result by 5, and it increases the speed of the ship by that much until the beginning of your next turn.
Okay.
Those are the two special ones. So if you wanted to,
I do. I like Full Speed Ahead. And oh shit! So I got a 6. So we're going 30 feet. An extra.
Okay, so the speed is currently 75. But if you're in the wind, like if someone casts Gust of Wind on a sail, it would increase it even more.
I don't have any wind, and my action was spent.
I'm just saying hypothetically.
Yeah, I don't.
Mm-hmm. Because it was mentioned earlier. Anything else in your turn? Because that was just your action.
I will be right back.
I will use my movement to move towards the front of the ship, just so I can be more of a beneficial presence to my teammates, and get that aura of protection upon them.
Okay. Then after Axel, it will be Sekald's turn.
Awesome. Well, we're already in the middle of this fight, and I can already see a aquatic monk riding 2 octopi heading this direction. So everybody's on the same page.
Wow, that was loud.
So huh?
The Discord boot.
Yeah.
But I will go ahead and engage and do a cone of cold over the shoulder or over the starboard
Bow.
bow.
Yeah.
And attempt to hit the whale. I need a con save, please.
Okay. It got a 19.
Shit. Well, it takes half of, got to use a roller because it's 8d8. 46, but I can also increase one of those die by my intelligence modifier, so half of 51 damage.
Holy shit.
Yee.
So 25 damage. Yeah, okay. Sorry, I had to reverse math because I was like, wait, no, it would have took half. So I had to re-add it. And okay. Does it change its movement speed at all or anything?
No, this one is just pure damage. Okay. If I'd have done something like Ice Storm, that would have slowed it. But in this case, I'm just trying to hopefully get it away from the ship. I'll do the same thing, not use my movement, and if I can use my bonus action to give any type of handhold on the ship, because I don't want to go flying.
Okay. Rinsnet, wait, are you done?
Thank you. This time, yes, that was me being done.
Okay. Resident, do you do anything on your turn? I mean, you don't have to, but you technically also would have one of the special officer actions if you wanted to.
I'm just like,
Well, the only other option is take aim. You can't really stack the actions.
It's like, if y'all need me, I'm gonna be in my room. Go to the room, go to a special area. It's like, just in case, get ready in case we need this.
You cast contingency.
I already had that cast. Yeah, and I just he just uses his move to go back his thing, get comfortable, and just in case he needs to use certain devices.
Okay. Then after,
but he has faith that the that this crew is going to succeed at taking out a whale, because this crew is amazing, and I have 100% faith in them.
That's definitely why he went below decks.
Technically, I'm not below deck, as it's the stern castle is
He's
where
in
my
the
room is.
captain quarters.
Yeah.
Then next is the whale. So the whale is a clever sea dog, and it knows magic happens when it happens. And it can see Sekald looking around the deck.
I was scared for a hot second because your sentence went, "It knows magic."
It knows what magic is.
It knows magic. Like, shit.
It knows magic, captains. Okay.
It breaches the water, and it attempts to bite Sekald.
Oh, don't lose a leg.
Nat 1.
That partially muted scream was amazing, Blake.
One.
I rolled a nat 1. So Sekald, I'll let you do the honors. Roll me D100.
I stare down this giant behemoth of a whale. We are looking at 63.
Oh, so close. 63.
I mean, if you want to make it the other number, by all means.
It flies over top the ship, Shamu style, and it lands on its back, and there's a huge splash as it lands on the other side. It's technically prone at the moment, belly exposed.
Oh, cool. Awesome. I have just the spell for that one.
It has one of Haverhop's harpoons back in near its tail, and it has a harpoon from one of your shots above the eye.
One of whose shots?
Our ships.
Bryn's. Bryn
Bryn's
fired
shot.
once.
The way you phrased the sentence, I was thinking, when did I shoot a harpoon, and when can I do it again?
Yeah, when you were just like catapult.
And I think at disadvantage, because it's technically prone, it will flail around its tail as it sinks back into the sea, and the tail will smack at the hull. At disadvantage, it's still got an 18 on its lowest roll.
Damn.
Hmm.
Well, the hull
So-
has really low AC.
No, it's pretty good. Just
Oh, is it
the
reinforced?
whale is
No.
really good at rolling, apparently.
Said immediately after a nat 1.
Except for that. That's why I was shocked. Because the lowest I rolled before that was like a nat 17 or something. But anyway, so that's the whale's turn. After the whale, it's Abby's turn.
Hi. Yeah, so Abby's up at the edge of the railing, and she is going to turn to the rest of her party and say, well, guess I'll see you on the other side, kids. And I'm going to cast Expeditious Retreat on myself and dive into the water.
Okay.
And that's a bonus action. And when I cast the spell, I can move my... I can dash, so I can move my full 70 feet while in the water. And then I use my action to dash, and then I use my movement to go. So I am now 210 feet away from the ship.
Hmm. So you actually get past
Show off!
Aqualass. You get past Aqualass over here.
So it's not as impressive because you didn't see the first like 100 or 120 feet like you did for Katie.
I like to think
No,
you look
but
like
Just this
David
little tiny
Hassel.
bullet
I like to think you
died.
look like David Hasselhoff in the SpongeBob movie, and you're just like on top of the water, just.
I was going to give her a more epic scene, and it's one of those cuts from Godzilla as he's swimming under the water's surface, and it's
Oh,
a top-down shot. So you see this speedy little demon underneath the water.
That's what
Except
that's what
she's also
Sahuagin
a
and lizard
nerd.
folk look like when they swim.
Except she's also a nerd, so when she goes off the side of the ship, she like hops up to sit on it and then falls backwards like a scuba diver. Yeah.
Nice.
And
And-
that's my everything.
Okay.
You know, I have a quick quiz for you. Do you know why scuba divers fall backwards off the boat?
I assume so they don't bonk their head.
No, because if they fell forward, they'd be on the boat.
Inspiration point for that one. If you don't have an inspiration point,
Nice.
Thank you.
you got me with that one. I was like, wait, why? I'm actually curious. And-
Why do they really?
anyway, so up next, I guess, is this crazy sea captain. So he fires, but he has advantage because it's prone, thanks to you. Well, thanks to it not wanting, but it went after you, so.
It's ranged. Should it have disadvantage now since it's prone? Is that not a thing again, 5e?
That is.
No,
That
it is.
But would it count given the circumstances?
Yes. It's right now.
Technically
Technically, it's
speaking.
prone at the moment.
That's so weird.
I mean, but
Sorry to be the guy that reminds you about homework on a Friday.
right.
No,
but if
I-
something the
that's
size
usually
of a
me.
building is prone, it's still the size of a building, right?
But also thrashing and like
It's-
casting about.
It's
and then-
D&D mechanics. They can be weird.
All right.
Does he still hit though? Do he hit though? I'll never say that again. He just hits.
You do.
So he actually gets a power score and almost maxes out on 3 damage dice. Total of 25 piercing damage.
Are you wearing the Hertz and Oli pins on your hat? I just noticed.
Yes. Yes, I am. These pins are available to wonderful people. One of them being in this party,
Yeah.
Bryn. This is her pin on Itsy and Callie, and then Aya, who's on here a lot, has her own pin. Pardon all the cat fur all over my hat. But Also available on her agency. Anyway, random plug aside.
I appreciate it.
That was Captain's turn. And it appears that we've encountered the Dreadback Whale. Will the group be able to defeat the foul beast before it sinks the ship of the Jolly Gem? Will Abby and Kade get there in time, and who will get there first? Will Resnat actually ever do anything for this combat? We will see on the next exciting adventure in Ghosts of Saltmarsh, because we're a lot over, and I decided to wait till the end of the turn. So
need to make some notes of what I plan to do.
So once again, I'm sorry, Saege and Callie, because this is the second campaign that I've done to stop in mid-combat.
I've kind of gotten used to it.
Yeah,
I was gonna say me too. It's not the worst thing that's happened today.
How far out did Katie get? Were you 100 feet or
no? So I went a total of 240 feet toward the other ship.
Oh, you went 240. You went further than me.
Oh, okay. So I'm a little ahead of you. Yeah, I'm about 215 feet away from it. So, yep, because I did 120 myself, and then the octopus could double move 120. So 240.
Yeah.
Nice.
But I see you coming. I know you're coming.
A torpedo is in your wake. A tiny armored torpedo.
And on that, I think we'll close with the plugs for everybody. So I think first we'll start with the mighty blue wizard Resnet, who is safely in his cabin.
My plug is every fortnight, every 2 weeks, we have Baltimore by Night, which is a Vampire the Masquerade 5th edition game. I believe it's this Mondays when the VOD airs on our channel, Crow and Chimera. So check it out. Noonish, roughly noon EST is when it goes live. So well, it's not actually live; it's the VOD, but you know what I mean. Check it out.
The premiere goes live.
Yeah, premiere. Yeah. So check that out. That's basically the only thing I really have to show in life. So yeah.
That's Crows in Chimera, or is it Crow and Chimera?
Crow and Chimera, singulars.
Okay.
Right? Yeah.
I think we'll go to your other partner in crime on that, and we'll go to Abby. What plugs you got?
Hi. Yeah. So I do lots of things. See, my next game is probably that's going to be streamed, is probably going to be Retroverse Vaccine Crew, where they're in danger. And somebody just turned into a gigantic B-Rex, I think. And there are a lot of party members that have very few hit points. But we did just add some new fresh faces to the fight. So their clash against it was a
Tesla
Dragon, a Psyblight Dire Troll. Was that it?
Yeah.
Yeah.
They're both pretty big guns. So
big load of PCs are there. Some of them are hurt. Some of them are not. It's gonna be fun. Yeah, that's my stuff. Also, I write things sometimes for the DMs Guild. Go check that out. I have a Aarakocra and Kenku supplement that I helped work on with Florian from Poison Potion Press. It's awesome. It's called Bird's Paradise, and it just hit Electrum.
They're speaking of them, they're going to be doing a Kickstarter fairly soon,
Yeah, they have
right?
a Kickstarter coming up. I'm very excited for
what was that called? Like Magenta Sand or something?
I don't remember.
It's a campaign setting for 5th edition. Eldritch Sand. That's what it was. Thank you.
That's what it is, yeah.
So you all should look for that. They always make some great work, and I look forward to that.
Yeah.
Sorry to steal it. Anything else?
You're fine. Nope, that's it. Follow me on Twitter.
Okay. Up next, we'll go with Jeanette, aka Kade.
Wait, that's me. Hi.
That you?
Oh, yeah. That's me. Hi. I'm Jeanette. You can follow me on Twitter. It's in the information below. Also, tomorrow at 4:30 p.m. Eastern Time on my channel, Uncanny_Adventures, we're going to continue our Skull and Shackles adventure. Last time they managed to find their lost shipmates and kill the Grindylow creatures that had kidnapped them. And now they're on their way back to their ship, and we'll see where they end up next. And then Tuesday night at 7:00 p.m. Eastern Time, we should be playing some Shadows over Stillwater, a Call of Cthulhu campaign in the Old West, where Callie's character is still at about 6 hit points, and Scotty joined the campaign as a new character to finish the last arc of it.
You can bet on that. I'm the gambler.
He is a gambler. Last time they chased down the local undertaker who was seeking out some walking dead people who are supposed to be dead, and he's very upset about the fact that they're not in the ground buried. And
I lost my first bet, saying, I bet that's not real.
Yeah, you did. You had to pay Callie $1. So, but we should be back on Tuesday night to see what happens, because they had somebody creep up behind them and announce himself after they were able to subdue the Undertaker. And who knows what his intentions are. We'll find out. Hopefully he doesn't shoot at Olive, because Olive doesn't have a lot of hit points. But that's what's going on.
You look like you want to say something.
Me? No, I'm
No,
done.
Callie.
Oh, Callie, maybe.
I don't...
Olive just wants to get the story.
Olive just really just needs a nap.
And Axel.
Get ready for action! Get ready for adventure! Get ready for all new episodes of Quest of the Quantum Rose, now on YouTube. Finally, I know I said it a while ago, but we actually are uploading new episodes now. After a massive technical snafu and having to rebuild, I have basically all my episode raw files. It's a
lot of work. Editors.
It is.
Editing is a lot of work.
Yeah, but we our party are concluding a lovely double date and heading into the Exotopark content now. So the next couple of weeks we should be seeing uninterrupted episodes every Thursday at 7 p.m. Central Time on YouTube/backgen. So
sweet. And last but definitely not least, we'll go to Josul.
Stay tuned here, Space Cowboys, as we go back into space in the Big Black, and we find out exactly what happens when the party faces off against the phase beast of Martok 19. As they went to rescue Dr. Teprish's girlfriend and wife, significantly other, they encountered a strange beast in weird fog that seemed to move without moving. And they don't know what this creature is, but they're about to find out as they face off against the glowing green eyes in the mist.
It was heckin' yikes. So
it's very big, it's very nasty, and it's green.
And the worst off, no noise.
No sound. Not a skitter, not a scurry, not a chitter or a roar. Silence. And we'll find out what happens and what that beast really is on the next adventure of the Mystery of the Silver Fleet, right here on Scotty's channel, next Saturday.
I skipped a few people. I'm so bad. People reminded me in the Zoom call. I feel horrible.
You're fine.
Okay, so I'll do real
all
quick.
The plugs I have.
Yep. I'll do real quick then. Sekald, did you have any plugs you wanted to put in?
For whatever reason, I've been given the idea to do my own little D&D edition. I'm going to name it Snowballs and Snow Cones.
Oh.
I just have to come up with actual content for it.
I like it.
Yeah, I like the name.
Something from items, foods, spells, everything I can think of for some reason, just based off of Sekald's adventures so far. But that's all I got.
Yeah, that'd be cool.
Yeah, that sounds
no pun
awesome.
intended. And then actual last one, for sure this time, we'll go to the very tired but very nice and cute Bryn.
Hi, I'm Callie. I'm really tired. I was just gonna let it go because I was like, no, it's okay. You can find me at Cap Callie on Twitter. I normally do art and I normally have commissions open, but I'm not doing either of those right now, because of stuff I can't talk about.
You're figuring
but
out new commissions and stuff.
yeah, I'm figuring out new commissions, definitely. But you buy my pen it's Ollie from Retroverse Vaccine. She's doing fine. She's not one of the ones who are dying or anything.
Of course not.
She's pretty cool. You can find that on my Etsy. It's on my Twitter. It's linked on my Twitter. But I run a game on Tuesday, every other Tuesday. When we don't have Call of Cthulhu, it's called Unwritten. It's fine. You should check it out. It's on this channel at 8:00. But yeah.
Every other Tuesday, so I think the next one's not next Tuesday, but the Tuesday after. Which is, for those watching on YouTube that have no idea of what time frame we're in, that will be the 13th of April.
Oh, check it out on the 13th of April, and hopefully I won't be as tired as I am right now.
That's understandable. So I'll wrap things up real quick. Thank you again for watching. I started to reference it a little earlier, and a certain Uncanny Adventures was nice enough to plug it, but I'll plug it again anyway. I also have stuff on the DM's Guild. My best seller, it's a copper seller, not super amazing, but is Zebediah's Fishing Techniques and Equipment. So if you want to add a little bit of spice to some fishing checks that you have in your D&D adventures, definitely check that out. Resnet unintentionally referenced the scuba gear that you can get in that, and it's non-magical scuba gear that makes you immune to water pressure, as long as you don't take damage when you're in it. So, useful for checking out shipwrecks that you know are cleared out. But, besides that, thank you everyone for watching, and we'll see you all in 2 weeks. Bye-bye.
Bye.
Bye.